Welcome to Internal Warrior Yoga. Today I'm going to share with you some tips for headstand that really helped me to be able to get into my headstand. This is not for beginners. If you're a beginner, I will link the headstand tutorial for you down in the description below. So when you're ready, come into Tadasana pose. Roll the shoulder blades down the back, feet are hip distance apart, and you can have your hands out to the sides or open them up. Chin is parallel to the mat. Now this pose is very important for a headstand because we want to find this Tadasana stance while we're in headstand. So our ribs are knit in together. They're not splaying out like this. And we just have one long line of energy from the crown of our head all the way down, pushing out through our heels and our toes. And then we have one more pose I want to go over, and that is Balasana, or child's pose. So extend the arms out in front of you, rest the stomach on the thighs, or open the legs out wide. And this pose is what we need to come into before headstand. So we're going to be obviously on our head, not laying down like this, but upside down, bringing our knees in towards our chest. When you're ready, come back up, and now we're going to set up our foundation. So to do this, take your very bottom of your wrist and stick it in between your eyebrows. And then lay your hand and your fingertips on your head. And where that middle finger is, the very top of that is where you want your head on the ground. So I like to really push into that middle finger so that I have that spot marked on my head for when I go to place it on the ground. And then take your hands, wrapping them around both of your arms. You want to keep your elbows right at this point on the ground. So go ahead and put them on the mat, and then extend the arms out in front of you, keeping the elbows exactly where they are. And then interlace your fingers, wrapping the pinkies inside so you're not resting your weight on your pinkies. And then find that spot on the very top of your head and gently push the head into the mat. And then you want to push into your shoulders so strong here that you feel a tiny little lift in the top of your head, almost as if there was water flowing underneath you, that it would easily be able to go underneath your head. Push the ground away and find your way into dolphin pose. When you find that, you can even have your knees bent. Slowly walk your feet up towards your chest, coming into Balasana, or child's pose, upside down. So bring the knees into the chest. And then this is a great place to just stay and work on your balance and work on your shoulder strength. So you can stay here, or you can begin to push up into the legs, straightening the legs. So you want to really knit your ribs together, push your belly button back towards your spine, and then it's gonna feel kind of scary, but you need to send your legs back further than what you think. So push the legs back so you have the Tadasana, one long line of energy, and then push up through your toes and push even more deeply into your shoulders. You'll feel almost weightless when you finally get that straight line. And then when you're ready to come out of it, bend the knees coming into Balasana again, and slowly drop the feet down. And then find your way into child's pose, lying down. Extend the arms out in front of you. You want to stay here for a good 5-6 breaths, just because all the blood was rushed to the top of your head. So just allow your body to relax. These are the tips that really helped me to get into my headstand, was having my arms perfectly arm distance apart with the very crown of my head on the mat, pushing into the ground and feeling this lifting motion up through the heels of my feet. So I hope that this helped you. Continue to just breathe deeply, a couple more breaths. And then slowly begin to come back up. If you find that you need to work more on your shoulder strength and your arm strength, then I will link a playlist down below with the yoga videos I have for arm and shoulder strength. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing to my channel. Namaste.